prayer is God's weakness and my strength. All I'm doing is trying to deneutralize the world and let them say yes or no, but they cannot say we never heard of it.
Imbued with the experience of praying the rosary with his family while growing up in Ireland, Father Peyton sought a way to bring his devotion to Mother Mary to a mass audience. Peyton's pastoral strategy convinced some bishops that the rosary was vital for family prayer life. Father Peyton began preaching 3-day parish missions on family prayer and the rosary, which he called Triduums. With the popularity of the radio programs and later television, requests for Father Peyton poured in. Father Peyton wanted to reach larger audiences, but also wanted his talks to have a more lasting appeal in people's lives. With advice from bishops and his team at Family Rosary, Peyton developed a pastoral strategy for large-scale Rosary Rallies. Before Peyton would agree to hold a Rosary Rally, the local bishop and pastors needed to agree to support the event. Teams in every parish would reach out to invite people to commit to praying the Rosary as a family. Using this pastoral strategy, Father Peyton with Bishop John T. Kidd staged the first diocesan-wide Rosary Crusade in London, Ontario, Canada in 1948. Over the course of several months, the Crusade team recruited several thousand lay volunteers. A publicity campaign was mounted, including a weekly news publication in anticipation of the Crusade. At the actual Rosary Rally, Father Peyton would preach at great length as to the importance of praying through Mary. The gathered masses would pray together that day's mystery of the Rosary. The crusade was a success and became the model for hosting crusades around the world. Rosary rallies took place in major cities on every continent. Some rallies drew crowds into the millions. Among these was a rally in old Yankee Stadium. People have surmised that prior to the papacy of John Paul II, Father Peyton held the record for having been seen in person by more people than any other Catholic evangelist who ever lived. Through the intercession of Mary, the faith of families within participating cities flourished.
I never dreamed in those days that God in His goodness was planning this wonderful thing for me, that I'd never have a day's rest in my life in order to plan and execute and follow through the chain reaction of this truly enormous challenge as it enveloped the earth.
The main intention behind the Rosary Rallies was to facilitate families praying together, a ministry that continues up to the current day through the worldwide efforts of Holy Cross Family Ministries. Next, Father Peyton preaches a constant message of encouraging family prayer through a lifelong ministry devoted to Mary.